is about to vote on February 26th whether to regulate the internet like they do telecommunications. We fought this battle back in 2009 and pushed it back. We weren't under any illusion that this was going to go away for good. We just didn't realize it would creep up so quickly. Back then, an extremist leftist group calling themselves Free Press led the charge, and it is critical and crucial that you and all of your friends, and you pass this information on, you let people know who these people are that are trying to desperately, fundamentally transform the way we use and access the internet, the way the internet is regulated, and who's in charge. Free press. It sounds like a good thing, right? Free press. It was co-founded by an avowed Marxist. I'm not using labels and throwing them around. It's Robert McChesney. McChesney isn't one of those left-wing nuts that tries to hide what and who he is or what he believes. He is formerly the editor and a board member of the publication Monthly Review. McChesney himself called his magazine, Monthly Review, quote, one of the most important Marxist publications in the world, let alone the United States. So I don't want to quibble over titles. I don't want to throw around Marxist. It belongs to him because it's the title he gave his publication. And I don't want to quibble over what Robert says his own magazine's importance is to the Marxists of the world. Compared to the Daily Worker or the Communist Review, I don't know. I don't read them, so I'll let the communists duke it out over that title. What I think is important is that Americans know that it is Marxists that are behind this movement of, quote, free press. How many Marxists want a true free press? It seems to me that once Americans understand that one thing, that the goal of free press and other progressive groups trying to jam this down our throat is something much different than free press, we have a chance. Here's one of the ads they ran for net neutrality back in 2009, which highlights the tactics that they were trying to use back then.
Ever wonder why you get 500 channels, but there's nothing good on TV?
Stop there. First of all, no. Just the fact that there are 500 channels tell me something pretty amazing. I mean, there are 500 channels. Who in world history has ever had 500 channels to choose from? How many people in human history, current history, have 500 channels? Nobody else but us.
And I remind you of Bruce Springsteen's song when he was really going crazy and said 57 channels and nothing on.
Because that was 10 times that.
Yeah. Now we have 10 times that.
Second, if you can't find something you like with 500 choices, I'm sorry. Get a life. Go out and do something. Okay? There's nothing that I can do for you, including the government.
Or why your high-speed internet is so slow and so expensive?
Again, I haven't wondered why it's so slow or so expensive. My high-speed internet isn't slow. In fact, it's incredibly fast. If it takes 2 seconds to switch from one website to another, we want to throw our computers across the room. That's how spoiled we are. We download entire movies instantaneously. High-speed internet is fast, super fast, and it's getting super fast faster.
Now we're at the point where you can. I watched your special last night on Spy Week that's available at the Blaze on the Blaze app from my phone, not on a Wi-Fi connection, but on mobile, away from my home. Watched an entire special on my home on my phone in high definition.
I've watched television on my phone in my car.
Yeah, I was streaming NFL games away from my house all season this year.
Come on, we're ticked when we can't download a movie on an airplane.
I know.
Stop it.
Expensive. We have 500 channels, unlimited phone calls, long distance and otherwise, plus unlimited internet for what, $120? There was a time when your long distance phone bill was that much. And need I remind America of the days of AOL, going over your allotted monthly hours of internet surfing. Beep, boop.
Remember that? If you bought 28 hours for the month or whatever and you went over that, the overcharge was
astronomical.
Ridiculous.
We've come a long, long way. Have you ever wondered why so much of the rest of the world doesn't have the internet, high speed or otherwise? In fact, many of them are still beating their laundry on rocks. Can we have some perspective? Meanwhile, while they're beating their laundry on rocks, we literally get pissed off when we're flying in an airplane at 40,000 feet. We're on our smartphone watching our nanny cam, checking out our kids back at home in their bedroom, helping them tuck into bed while we're on our way to Botswana. We're reading them a story, and we get pissed off if there's a 2-second glitch and miss the last 2 words they say. Geez, how come I can't watch my nanny can at 40,000 feet?
Or why you always hear the same music on the radio, no matter where you go.
Let me see. Maybe it's because wherever you go, people tend to like the same songs. I mean, people in L.A. like Pharrell's song Happy.
Or Pharrell, yeah. One of the
Pharrell, so there's a pretty good chance that if you live... I don't know, in Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
You're probably going to like Pharrell's
Happy Again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Now, this ad was made in 2008?
Yeah.
2008?
2008 and 2009.
Mm-hmm. 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 Have you noticed that you're not hearing the same songs everywhere? And maybe it's because of the miracle of apps like Pandora or Spotify. And it's capitalism that allows you to listen to whatever song you want, anytime you want, anywhere you want, as many times as you want, on the internet, on your iPod, at home, in your car, on a train, in a box with a fox, flying 600 miles an hour, 40,000 feet above the ground, on an airplane. You can listen to any song you want. You can create your own radio station. There are conveniences and innovations that have only gotten better, faster, and more miraculous since Free Press started whining about net neutrality in 2008 and 9. Now think of that. The bullcrap they claimed was a huge problem 6 years ago is not only not a problem, still, it's less of a problem. And more miraculous now because of a completely government-free internet. Oh, and what did Free Press, MoveOn.org, the president, and others do when they lost the battle in 2010? They regrouped. Most likely they hired more behavioral psychiatrists to find out the most effective method to attack us with and started complaining about a whole new set of problems that still don't exist. So they tell us, well, okay, sure, none of that other stuff happened, and yes, it's better now. But